Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm wearing clothes. Just more anime BS on my shirt. Uh, let's hope we don't have any technical difficulties during this recording. I had a thought the other day when I was at work, and I wonder if this would happen if it was the opposite gender. But I'm at work, working, and I look out at people working, and there's roughly 8 employees working, and all of them are female. And I think to myself, oh god, that's a lot of vag. It's a freaking vag fest. You know, but like if it was a bunch of guys, like I wouldn't think that. Well, obviously, because men don't have vaginas. But like I wouldn't think, oh, guys, a lot of dudes here. Like it wouldn't have negative connotations. It would just seem normal. Oh yeah, guys are working. Well, I mean, I wouldn't even think anything because it's just normal. I don't know. It's what I'm trying to say is it's just weird with women in the workforce and them voting. No, but yeah, it's just weird that uh like like 20 people work where I work, and like 15 of them are women. Like, why are why aren't these women at home, married, kids? Like, I don't. I'm not a woman, but doesn't it just seem more natural if you're a woman to be a wife with kids, watching the kids? Isn't that normal, right? Or am I? Listen, I have not been social for it might be the past 5 years. So like maybe I don't know what's going on in the outside world. It's totally possible. Okay, it's totally possible I don't know what's going on in the outside world. But I thought it was normal for women to not work, be married, or whatever, long term relationship, whatever, and be like the homemaker and like, supporting the man and having a kid. Because don't most women want kids? I don't know. It seems so weird. It just seems it seems so unnatural seeing that many women working. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I consider myself normal. So just seeing that many women work, it was just very odd, and you know I guess that's why my unemployment's so high because you have so many men are not working because it's just a bunch of women working. When Because it used to be men would work, and the reason why men work is because they were taking care of a woman. But now it's just a bunch of women working, so guys don't work. I don't know. That's probably why unemployment is so high though, because the workforce is weird now. But anyway, whatever. It didn't ruin my day. It was just an observation. Okay, that's all. I guess I'll have to get over it. So there is some news. I saw that some politician, whatever. You know, I don't know details because I don't really care, but they were saying that they want Ukraine to give up the land that Russia already occupied, and if they do that, they'll just put them in NATO. So, but then other people who want the war to continue don't want that to happen. Now, I don't care what happens, but what I do care, actually, I care about one thing, and I know I said so last podcast, but now that I work, my tax dollars are being used. I don't want to send money to Ukraine now that I work. Because before the $100 billion that America sent to Ukraine, none of that money was my money. Not 1 cent was my tax dollars because I didn't work. So that's why I took back all of my complaints. Okay, because none of that money was mine. But now that I work, if they send more money to Ukraine, that's my money. That's my 3 cents. I don't want to send money to Ukraine. That's right. I'm on Russia's side. Okay? I don't give a rat's ass about what happens in that part of the world. Now, let's say if Russia invaded Canada. Okay, I'd care. I'd care because it's like, it's like literally North America. It's right there. If you're gonna invade Canada, then America's next, obviously. So it's in our best interest to help Canada. If Canada was invaded, America would send troops over without Canada even asking. Like Canada could say no, we're still sending troops over. Okay, like that's how it is. And same with Mexico. If Mexico got invaded by whatever Russia, whatever, like that'll happen. But anyway, America would immediately send troops. Blah blah blah. Okay, like that I get because it's an immediate threat, real threat to America. Russia invading a country that used to be a part of Russia, who cares? That's like with the China and Taiwan. Taiwan used to be a part of China. So what's the issue if China invades what it used to own? I guess. And watch when that happens. We're gonna send billions, and I bet you that's the plan too. I bet you Russia and China have a plan to make America exhaust billions, trillions of dollars, and so like this'll get dragged on, okay, and then right after Russia's done, China's gonna invade Taiwan, and America's gonna be like, oh well, let's just print out some more money, just like we print out votes. We're gonna print out some more money. Man, there is gonna be no retirement for any of you. None of y'all getting Social Security. Okay, like it has been all that money we're spending. We're like borrowing it from the future. So like you have to like it's gonna be the year 5,000. Okay, like that's how long it's gonna be to pay off that debt. Good luck. Good luck. Anyway, so news that affects me. There are countries right now, and this is horrible, that are banning AI sex robots. They haven't even come out yet, and they're trying to pass laws to ban AI sex robots because they're afraid they're going to replace women. Bruh. How come we're not banning dildos and vibrators? Why is it always men that are attacked? I don't understand. How many women, all of them, have some kind of sex toy? And like you don't see the government going, well, you can't replace men like that. We're gonna have to ban dildos. But no, the first time men have an option of getting a woman that knows when to shut the hell up and just sit there, they're gonna ban it. There's so many men who are looking forward to a female that just sits there, keeps her mouth shut, and looks hot. Cause that's all a guy wants. Shut up, sit down, stay skinny. AI robot does that. It sits down, shuts up. Well, it doesn't eat any food. Yeah, I believe the countries are Australia and South Korea. they're trying to put in some legislature, some laws. They're gonna ban AI sex robots. Now, at the same time, um, these countries are suffering from a population collapse. So I guess they're thinking, well, we rather have the men get with real women so like they can have kids. But here's the thing: men that are getting women aren't gonna buy these, you know, better versions of women. If you're a guy who has no issues, no no problems, you have nothing but luck with the ladies, you're not gonna get a robot. Why would you? You have like, six girls on quote unquote rotation. You don't need a robot. Like the guys who are gonna get this stuff are gonna be guys who aren't in the dating market. It's gonna be MGTOW guys. It's gonna be incel guys. It's gonna be black pilled guys. It's gonna be poor guys. You know, it's gonna be guys of low social status. It's gonna be guys that have nothing that women want. So it's gonna be guys that are gonna be single anyway. Remember, like, if you're poor, women are not interested in you. That's just how it is. Women like resources, but that poor guy can save for a couple of months and buy one of those AI robot things. You know. Same with same with the OnlyFans. Like the people who subscribe to OnlyFans are guys who never got chicks in the first place. Like like Leonardo DiCaprio is not subscribing to OnlyFans. It's like it's like Jerry who works at the gas station. He's the one who subscribes to OnlyFans. He's the one that's gonna buy the whatever sex doll. But yeah, I don't know. It's like it's almost like politicians, whatever. It's like they make laws just to make laws. Like they don't think this stuff through. And then at the same time, because I keep saying I don't think it matters. I don't think your vote counts. Like I don't care what if it's a president, if it's a senator, if it's like a bill, if it's yes or no on some tax proposition. I think it's like whatever they want it is. Like even like the last presidential election, okay? The whole country could have voted for Trump. Biden would have still won. Okay? And then when it was Trump versus Hillary, the whole country could have voted for Hillary. Trump would have still won. Guarantee. Because like, I called both elections too. Like when Trump was running against Hillary, and this is before the votes were counted and all that. Like this is like weeks before the actual election. I'm like, oh, guaranteed 100% Trump wins. Guaranteed. Because like you know, it's just common sense to me says Hillary's too corrupt. You can't have Hillary as the president. And then when it was Trump versus Biden, you remember when Trump was in office, and that's when they made the 25th Amendment. When that happened, I'm like, oh, guaranteed, it's gonna be Biden versus Trump, and Biden's gonna win, guaranteed. Because why else would you make the 25th Amendment? That's the first thing I thought. So I'm like, oh, okay, so the fix is in. So like, Biden's gonna win. And then what happened with the election? Biden won. Now here's the thing. I interviewed, um, God, it was I interviewed roughly like over 50 under 100 people, and I asked them who they voted for. Okay. And the reason why I said over 50, under 100, because I know it was over 50, but I know it wasn't over 100. I forgot the exact number. So I apologize. But once again, this isn't an official poll. It's just me. I'm just some dude. Okay? But out of all those people I asked, uh, two of them said they voted for Biden. Okay, and it was 50 random people. I'm just gonna say 50 now. It was like 50 random people. So, if I can ask that many random people who you voted for, and only two of them said Biden, uh, and like most did say Trump, and a few said they didn't vote, but it was a majority of the people said they voted for Trump. Two of them said they voted for Biden, and I asked random people. Okay, so once again, random means it wasn't based on gender or age. It was just random people, and they had no reason to lie. I mean, they don't know me, but so I'm just saying, like, you take that sample size and spread that across America, and I'm sure it was similar. But once again, I don't know. I just don't think it matters. I just don't think your vote matters. So I stopped voting completely when they made the 25th Amendment. I completely stopped voting. I haven't voted since the 25th Amendment came to be because I'm like, oh, it's that, like, to me that proved that, like, your vote doesn't count. I'm like, dude, the fix is in. Okay, I get it. Whole thing's a joke. Now, I don't know who's really in charge. Trust me, if the president was important, they wouldn't even have votes for it. Like real votes, because like it's all just a show. It's all bullshit. But I don't even know why we have voting. Just who's ever really running the show should just go, yeah, okay, this is the new law. Yeah, and this is the new thing. Yeah, we're getting rid of this. Yeah, the next president's gonna be this guy or this gal. Yeah. Oh my god, and a female president? You know what? Our first female president's gonna be trans. I cannot picture us having a female president unless it's a trans, unless it's a dude with a mental disorder. Because every time there's a quote unquote good candidate, they get rid of her. Like, I don't know. I thought Tulsi Gabbard would make a good president because, like, she does, seriously, she does the best impression of a man. You could tell, right? Tulsi Gabbard is doing her best to come off as a guy, which is so funny. But you like that's what it takes. It takes balls. It takes balls to be the president. And Tulsi Gabbard is a woman with balls. But since she'll never get the nod, you're gonna have to get a trans woman. And I just think trans woman is so dumb. I think the name trans woman should be changed to just man with a mental disorder. God, these you never see, like, okay, when someone is like trying to be trans, like, let's say if it's like a trans woman, it's always like some 6'2" linebacker looking dude trying to be a woman. It's never like a 5'4" guy. It's never like a guy who's actually short. Like a guy who's like 5'6". Because like like I think the average woman's 5'4". Okay, so it's literally always like a 6 foot tall guy. You're like, yeah, dude, you stand out. You stand out. Must be the Adam's apple. But anyway, I'm predicting it here right now. The first female president is going to be a trans guy. And no way in hell I'm voting for him. And yeah, 'cause once again, your vote's not gonna count. It's just they're they're just gonna put him in. What's gonna happen? They're gonna have the election, and it's gonna be 91 million votes. And then the same thing's gonna happen. I'm gonna ask like 100 random people, did you vote for this like monstrosity? Maybe two people will say, yeah, I did. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised. Anyway, um, I did not realize. the random topics on this podcast were like this. But anyway, I've said enough. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.